Welcome back, young Padawans. I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we're going to speculate wildly about what the future Star Wars stories films are going to be about. Okay, so we got Rogue One for a Star Wars story. You know, Han Solo's next. Some talks about Boba Fett, Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
My impression, though, is that since they're going to do a Star Wars movie every year until we're long dead, at some point they're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel for Star Wars stories, I would think.
I would imagine.
So we're going to tell you our predictions for what they're going to do.
Yeah, a Yoda prequel.
I think that's going to happen.
That one's fairly inevitable. I think that one may happen sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
A lot sooner than later. Because I know, pretty sure a new Marvel comic line is going to start featuring Yoda.
Okay. Of course they're going to want like a world of Yodas.
Right.
You know, how could they pass that up?
There can't just be like a couple.
Yeah, it's going to be like a world of Yodas and he's like powerful, or maybe they all use the Force, or I don't know.
Yeah, they're all like super powerful monkeys.
Yeah. Darth Maul would be a cool one.
Yes.
You know, so underused in Phantom Menace. Mm-hmm. They have him in all the cartoons right now. A comic line just started about him.
Yeah, really just kind of making him stay current.
Yeah.
They're really trying to make him stick with the series.
Yeah, so it would be nice to give him a movie.
Right, yeah, because I think it's a little odd how they've kind of spanned him all the way from Phantom Menace to, you know, in the extended universe a little bit now with the Force Awakens era. So I think it's pretty odd that they're not going to do anything with him being so apparent. Yeah. Plagueis and Sidious.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I know, like, when everyone talks about the old extended universe, the Darth Plagueis book is a fan favorite for sure. Mm-hmm. That's a great idea to do a movie about.
Especially with costuming and effects the way they are. Like, you can't not make him look, like, awesome.
Right. We haven't seen anything that far back in time.
No.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool to kind of see the old Republic, you know what I mean? Next up, another good one would be the Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely be an interesting one.
If they don't plan on covering too much of what happened between Kylo and Luke in the trilogy movies, maybe give it a story.
Right.
Of what, either, like, when Ben defected, or, like, just a movie about what happened after he did.
Right. I just think it's, like, a cool concept that they've kind of started. Like, Kylo Ren of the Knights of Ren. Well, it's like, who are the Knights of Ren? Right. Why is Ben Solo's name Kylo Ren? Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's just a cool topic that they could definitely expand on.
Yeah. Maybe Poe Dameron. Give him a movie.
I feel like that's one of those more inevitable ones.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, now that he's a new character, he's a major character.
And people like him.
Right, yeah, kind of capitalizing on the fact that he's possibly Force sensitive. One that I know I would love to see, that the fans would love to see as well. Everybody complains that they barely use Captain Phasma, that they barely use Darth Maul. I would love to see a love story between two of the most underused villains.
Throw in Boba Fett and it's like a love triangle.
Oh my god.
Or just like, you know, you got three very underused villains. This will be like their Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they'll bring back all the bounty hunters that you see for probably 3.5 seconds. Yeah. Like Dengar, Bosk, the weird droid thing. Just bring all those bounty hunters back and Captain Phasma. That'll be the Suicide Squad of Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad Star... the Squad Star Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Lord Farquaad.
You know what I really want to see? You know, the prequels gave us who was Darth Vader as a child. Phantom Menace kind of showed us that. I didn't get enough. I want more.
I want more of him as a child.
I want a Phantom Menace Anakin Skywalker prequel.
Right. From
his birth up until the Phantom Menace.
Exactly.
Maybe even make it a trilogy.
Right.
So we can really explore more young Anakin, you know?
A trilogy of Anakin from age born?
At least another...
like 6.
Another saga would be great.
Yeah, saga of young Anakin.
We get to see young Anakin and some more Shmi. What a great character she was. We get to see how Watto enslaves them.
Whoa!
How does Anakin build C-3PO?
Talk about interesting.
How does Anakin learn how to be a pod racer?
How does he learn to build a robot?
Yeah.
I can barely put connects together. Speaking of pod racers, you know how ESPN does those 30 for 30 sports documentaries? I want to see the one on pod racing. That's what I want to see, you know? The ESPN ones are always so riveting in the first place. Why not make one about pod racing, considering that they made it such a huge part of the remastered prequels?
Right, yeah. If
People
you get,
clearly care.
you know, speaking of some valuable behind-the-scenes content I'd like to see, I'd want to see like a VH1 behind-the-music type thing of the Cantina band.
Ooh, a good one would be the Jawa origin story.
Yeah, I mean, how did they build up this droid
Yeah.
trade empire on Tatooine?
How could they possibly build this giant sand crawler when they're only 2 feet tall?
And like, I think what we all really want to know is what they look like without their hoods on.
Yeah, a little monster, or it's just like
A squid.
yeah, an octopus.
Yeah.
Octopus confirmed.
Yeah. And speaking of Jawas, who else do we want to know more about? The Ewoks, of course.
Of course.
How did they become so militarily adept? You know, they took down a whole empire. I'd like to see.
Yeah, how they determined that 2 logs at that exact height could bring down an ATS-2.
Right, yeah. I think
How did they figure that one out?
Why do they worship C-3PO? Who is their god?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, the golden god.
Yeah.
I want to see a VR-style movie of a mouse droid.
They could do it. They could do it from like the eyes of a mouse droid throughout the trilogy, and then like all of a sudden it cuts out when the first Death Star gets blown up, and then you get a new one. We have to change characters.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe make this one a trilogy.
Yeah, different mouse droid per trilogy.
Yeah, I want an opening
per saga.
I'd like an opening crawl for these. Rogue One didn't
Yes.
have the opening crawl. I think this is the movie to bring it back.
Yes.
Who made this droid? What is its purpose? Where is it in time?
Yeah, why is it here?
We'll see Han Solo run by down the hallway for like
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
you know? They're all about bringing things
We'll
back.
see Obi-Wan sneaking around the Death Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see Vader on his lunch break. You know, just a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. And a trilogy.
Yes, a trilogy of mouse droids.
Yeah.
I think a Mace Windu one would be great.
Yeah.
You know, actually explaining Mace Windu, kind of putting to rest whatever people think he is, what he could be. He walks the line, like who he actually is, why he has a purple lightsaber.
Yeah, maybe he's like kind of like a rogue kind of guy, and then they're like, hey, you should be a Jedi. Kind of get him in the middle there.
Maybe kind of showing how they actually build all this big stuff.
Like
how the Empire builds the AT-ATs.
Like, you know, like that show How It's Made?
Yeah.
Like a How It's Made Death Star.
Like, that'd be cool just to see it, because it's like, well, how do they build it? It's already built.
Yeah. I'd say at least a trilogy of those.
I want to see them installing the toilets on the Death Star.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Death Star, another good one I want to see is how the trash monster got there in the compactor.
Yeah.
How did you get there? You're on a space station that they just built.
Yeah.
How did this giant worm, did they put it there?
Maybe. Does it eat garbage?
Yeah, does it eat garbage?
Is it
just
really
looking for
efficient?
stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, if it's in the trash compactor, how does it live? So yeah, I think that's, we've already scraped what's been scraped a trillion times, maybe by Disney already.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
This has been another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we're going to talk about what we think, what should I say?
That would do it, yeah. They weren't so goody. That would be goody.